Hi, my name is Wayne. I had the privilege of being on staff here for over 20 years, and I've had the opportunity to be retired for the last 3 years, and that's been good. I really appreciate the summer series, God Speaks, because that's something I've been trying to do all my life, is hear from God. I was always taught that there were at least 3 ways that God spoke to us, either from the scripture or from good friends or accountability partners, or straight from the Spirit. Well, since God speaks through the scripture very often, I again have the privilege of the morning spending time with Him. Whenever I get up, I get to go out and feed the birds and then feed the cat who lives in an outbuilding outside our kitchen window. Then come back in, make a cup of coffee, open my Bible, and right now I'm going through Psalms. It probably was a year ago. I was deeply concerned about the pandemic, and none of us had shots, of course. They weren't even knowing if there was a shot that was going to take care of this. And I had a wife, a daughter, 2 sons, all working in the medical field during this time. And so it was praying hard, reading through the Psalms every morning. And this one particular morning, I was reading through Psalm 91 and came to this phrase. It says, God will protect you from the snare of the fowler. Well, we live next to a woods, so I thought, oh, well, that's going to help me. I can go out in the woods and not get caught in a snare. Kind of sarcastic there. But the next phrase, and also from any pestilence. Exactly what I've been praying about for all of my family and others, to be protected from this pestilence that had taken over the nation. And so I felt, well, the first phrase I just kind of made light of. The second phrase hit me right in the heart and said, God will protect us. God is going to be there. You just stay the course, get up every morning, and do your prayers. So I heard God strongly that morning. I just thank God that He gave me that promise. I heard Him speak, and over this past year, it has all come to fruition. I think as we're trying to hear God's voice, there's seasons of our life where we just can't hear. The heavens are as brass, as it says. You know, we're listening, we're praying, we're hearing nothing. And I think we've all been through that. I've been through that. And I think the thing that got me through, and I think that we all need, is that when we need our community. We need good, solid Christian friends and people around us who can hold us up during those times. Because sometimes, frankly, we just have to borrow other people's faith. Ours is lacking. And I think those are normal ups and downs of life. And as I've gone through those times where I could not hear from God, I have been fortunate to have really good friends or co-workers who have lifted me up and undergirded and understood. First, did not condemn, but understood and undergirded during those times. So I do thankful for God's thankfulness and God's people. I thank God's people all the time for that. So as I think about going into this summer of trying to hear God's voice and concentrating on it, I would say, let's do it together, because we just can't do it alone. And if we do hear God's voice, let's share it with somebody. Says you don't know if maybe they're in a place of not hearing. And let's go into this summer encouraging, lifting up, and hearing from God together.